When you're trying to accomplish something, a dream or a goal, even if that goal is to just be happy or make it through another day, a simple thought can get in the way of that. A negative thought pattern, a false belief you have about yourself. Thoughts like these negative thoughts have a way of just disrupting your progress and getting in the way of you ever achieving any dream or goal that you set for yourself. It's been my personal experience that poetry has the power to change the mind. It allows you to put the thoughts you want to live in your head. So with elements like imagery, rhythm, and rhyme, and repetition, and just even the sheer power of how a group of words looks and sounds when they're put together, these type of things have the ability and the power to tap into the subconscious mind and break through negative thoughts that have been there for years and that have been having their way with you for years, and it helps you change them. Poetry actually allows you to replace negative thoughts with good thoughts and positive thought patterns that serve you. And then those positive thought patterns can now give you the power to break through and break down negative barriers that have been blocking you in your lives. And, we've all have faced negative barriers. So breaking these down is a powerful thing. And then in turn, now you have a pathway that is clear to begin to pursue your dreams and accomplish your goals. And this is the power of poetry. This is what makes it such a powerful art form. When I finally sat down and looked at all the poetry that I had written, I took a step back and began to remember the part that poetry played in my life and the powerful impact that it's had on me. When I was a teenager, I was in a youth group, and they used to have us perform poetry as a form of self-esteem building. And it was very powerful. It really worked. So when I looked at all the poetry that I had written, I remembered reciting poems like Ego Trippin' by Nikki Giovanni and Maya Angelou's Phenomenal Woman. And I remembered how they helped me build my confidence and feel good about myself and within myself. So, I reflected on that, and I thought that, hey, why can't my poetry help others like others' words have helped me? Also, as a person that has struggled with depression for the majority of my life, ever since childhood, I had reached a point in my life that depression was just controlling me. It was prohibiting me from being happy, from attaining goals that I had set for myself. And so I just got to the point where I said to myself, enough is enough. And I took matters into my own hands, and I really wanted to beat this. So I began to journal, and I had always journaled, but this time I gave myself the specific task of only journaling using poetry. And when I did this, it was amazing. I felt like the vault, that was holding all my negative emotions inside of me was unlocked. And I began to feel a release that I had never felt before in journaling in the past. And I felt lighter and I felt brighter. And I did this exercise for years. And I eventually healed myself from depression using the power of poetry. I didn't seek out conventional medicine. I didn't take addictive medication. All I did was write out what was bothering me in a poetic way, and then I began to release those emotions through creative expression. So healing myself from depression only using poetry, writing poetry, and later on performing that poetry at open mics and community events, I knew that my story was powerful. And I also knew that the words that had come through me were powerful as well, and that they could be used to help people that were suffering from depression, thoughts of suicide, low self-esteem, low self-worth, and any other, mental and emotional stumbling blocks. I really felt like deep in my heart that the words that have come through me could be used as a tool to help them break down negative stumbling blocks and barriers and actually begin to live a better quality of life. And, well, that's when I decided to share my poetry with the world.